Okay, let's get to episode 6 of Dare You to Death. Now, while Jay and Kamin are literally undercover trying to win a bet underground in a wrestling match, they don't know that someone already been targeted out of their friends and already died. The person that died was Tonka. Yes, his time has come, but when the killer came to him, Homeboy thought that he gained the privilege of not dying. No, you just actually gave yourself time to not die. But now that the time has come, he's dead. But then we learned that the girl that died the first time, Fi, she also had a letter. So that means the killer is not defending the death girl, but actually defending something that they did. And also, Jade's brother gave us a big secret. We found out that Fi was pregnant, but we don't know who the father is, considering Jay just revealed that he quote unquote had accidentally had sex with her. And I'm like, dude, you acted all innocent, but you're actually conniving. You knew homegirl was with your friend, yet you slept with her. And at this point in time, who's actually getting revenge? Like, is it a revenge? Because clearly homegirl got the letter, which means it's got to be someone they targeted. But who? Okay, let's talk about this. So, guns were drawn. It means one thing. The Korean underground fighting club guy boss cheated. Because we clearly saw that Jade was about to win. Homeboy got fighting tactics, and he was willing to. The fact that Jade was only doing this just to get coming in bed makes me crazily shocked. If he didn't, I don't know, maybe he would have lost either way. This must be a storytelling memory when they first started the police force, because all I see is you, Jade, and Lee. Or is that coming? No, it's Lee. So this must be somebody telling the story of how they knew each other. You know what I want to know? I want to know about your brother. Considering you found out a big detail about your brother, and your brother is scared to talk to you about things, which I understand. But also, I still suspect your brother, because on Breakfast Time a couple episodes back, I find it suspicious why he looked at Kamin that time and asked him about his relationship, knowing that his brother liked Kamin. Then he used the jealous tactics by saying that Jade likes someone else named you. Then somehow they think that whoever is going after these children knows exactly when to go, how to go about it. Because if I remember clearly, they were being watched by police. How the hell did that person bypass police just like that? Is either someone is working in the whole field and getting away with it, or someone knew these kids, but yet no one is telling anybody what they saw? I don't know. One thing for sure, I know Jay must have learned something from his brother. He's a police. There's something he learns. Also, we're not going to just act like Jay did not win this match. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, but still, he must have gotten a punch out of this guy, or Jade must have gotten punched back, because you see this guy, there's no way Jade didn't just get any punch. It would make that whole show boring. Give him something. Okay, so seeing how things are getting too serious, and everywhere they go, they're never one step ahead of the killer, and the killer always strikes when they're either too busy or nowhere in sight, which means to Jade thinks that the killer is working from the inside. It's the only way they can bypass the police and actually get away with things. But my question is the killer working from the inside of the police or inside your family? I don't know. The only person that we know about is Jay, and Jay is a friend group. Now, other from that, who else can we say? Unless there's some family member taking justice of somebody, because again, the first girl that died, which was Fi, we found out later last episode that homegirl got a letter. But I don't get it though. How is it possible that they were just partying in a private place, and somehow, because if you notice, the killer always goes when the victims are alone. Why did it choose on that particular day when everyone is around. And they said that they were unconscious the entire time, drunk, knocked out, and woke up and 5 was dead, which means either the killer drugged or so. Okay, let's get to the couple in question. Since Kamin is liking Jade and he shows his affection to Jade and he's living with Jade, and finding out that you used to be an ex-crush or something to Jade, now he wants to ask you questions based on what he thinks happening. But then he asked about Jay and Lee. It's obvious Jay and Lee are in a relationship. I don't know how they put that one to work and try to separate personal to business. This is why they say don't work together with someone that you are in love with or in a relationship or married to, whatever. So we want to know how this all starts, when it starts. Come in, be careful, your antenna is showing. See, the way you keep asking, it's not going to be hard for them to realize why you're asking it. I'm not going to lie, I don't like the hairstyle or the outfit. Something old about it on Boom. But anyways, let's address the big elephant in the room. Yes, they work together and Boom, you explained that, and there was somewhat liking, but the relationship never goes well. But with Lee, yes, he's in a relationship with Lee, and they are not in a relationship with you. The question is, why does Lee and Jade don't go well? Why are they showing compatible eight towards each other? So now that we signed the contract on the lease saying that we live together and we defeated the person and we're living in is this his room? I don't know. But hey, I want to see where this relationship goes now that we all agreed to be in a relationship. Anyway, so maybe it's because of the talk they had with Lee and you that Jade kind of started asking questions, and Kamin's like, dude, I've liked you for so long. It's just that you have not noticed that. Where are we? Is this a stakeout? Why are we lying on sofa? Please do not act like Tope and Singha. Work first, romance later. It's been 5 episodes in, and all I've been seeing is flirting, kissing, and romance, everything. I see the dare you to death part. That part I understand of the drama. But it's like they just put in the police and investigated people as like a sprinkle of seasoning. Everything else, I don't know what this show is about. Well, I see the dare you to death part. That part, all I'm seeing is kissing and flirting and nobody solving anything. Anything. They only show us exactly what the name of the show is, and that's it. Honestly, I can't wait for episode 6 because at this point, I don't know what to say. As Gemini said, Shangmang, forget.